Hello there, YouTube, and welcome back to our part of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 3-Heart Run. Let's continue, shall we? Let's go. In last part, we went to Goron City and dealt with their Divine Beast problem. Unfortunately, we died 3 times. And pretty embarrassingly as well. But oh well, that's something I can improve in the next run, I guess. Hello there. Hey, brother. Thanks so much for appeasing Redania, Goro. I don't exactly know what you were doing in Redania, but well, it seems to have calmed down, Goro. You know, while I was up there, I could have sworn I saw Lord Daruk standing on top of Redania. I wonder, was that his ghost? I don't know how to explain it, but somehow I feel a lot braver now. Goro?
Huh?
Oh, that's right. I talked to boss about you and he said to bring you to him. An order from boss can't be refused. Move it, Goro. Yeah, I'm coming. Alright. We also got enough shrines to where we're going to be getting the Master Sword here soon. Well, let's see what the boss has for us. Hey, it's you! Yunobo told me everything. You really are something else, brother. You know that? I can't believe you conquered Redania. Color me impressed. But good grief. Did you have to go do it just when my back pain went away? I was all ready and raring to go at Redania myself. Now you've gone and made it look like I was just fibbing about my back pain this whole time. Imagine that. Me! Oh, and I'm also happy to see Yunobu finally got his act together. I know that's you're doing as well. But enough back patting and other such nonsense. Take a look at this. The Divine Beast Redania has calmed down and returned to his peaceful ways. Now we can get back to digging for ore around Death Mountain. Oh, right. I've still gotta thank you, brother. There's some treasure in my house. Grab it. Keep it. It's yours. It's a sharp blade that Daruk himself once wielded. I'm sure you'll be able to make good use of it. However, well, as a Hylian, you probably already know this, but apparently 100 years ago, the Hylian champion had a legendary blade, the sword that seals darkness. They say that sword sleeps in the forest somewhere, waiting. I bet you'd like to find it, eh? You should go looking. Huh. Funny you should say that. Also, I'm going to get rid of this sword right here. Goodbye. And we're going to grab what this is. Because it is a lot better. Boulder Breaker. A lot better. A lot more damage too. Funny you should say something about that. Because that's what we're going to be going and doing. All we gotta do is go over here. And we're gonna use Rivali's Gale to get over this little gap here. Because I don't want this part to take too long. And I do want to get to our next Divine Beast. Very darn quickly. And to do that, I have to go over here and get over this darn mountain. At least I can say that next time I do this 3-hour run and put it on YouTube, it will be a better run. Will I be able to do it deathless? I don't know. So far, it's not too bad for the first run. It definitely could be better. Especially the routing. Eventually, yes. I would like to have one that's a lot better, at least in the routing department. Don't know when that's going to be, though. But over here we go. Pretty easy. Just have to get over that mountain. And welcome to the Lost Woods. We didn't lose our torch. We've had this torch for quite a while. Just like our mop. We've had that for a while. But we just want to follow these torches. So far, so good. This shouldn't take too long. And then we want to go over this way. And now that we're over here, I wonder if I should replace my torch. Nah. This torch will be with us for quite some time. And we want to go over this way. And what we want to do is that we want to follow the flicker of the torch, and it will lead us to the end. Go this way now. This way. Keep on going this way. Oh, and then we want to go this way. And then we want to go this way. Oh, no. Definitely don't want to do that. So is it this way? Oh, no. Apparently I was going the wrong way. that's what happens, is that we get warped right back here. Right about here. And we go this way a little bit. And this one. Ah, okay. And there we go. Cleared the lost woods. Easy peasy. Do 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 do. And welcome to the Quarry Forest. And time to get our last shrine. This is a pretty easy one once you know how to do it. So let's go and grab it. So this one is all about stars and constellation. You're supposed to count, I think, all of these, and there is 74, I believe. So what you have to do is that you have to take this, and we have to do 5, 5 and 3, so 5 and 3, which is 53, and then 2 and 1. Which makes 21. Oh no, not terrible. And then we go and get our last shrine. So that means that here on out, we will not be getting any more healing along the run. So this is when food is nice to have. Because this is the last shrine. And what we're going to do is that we're going to go over here. And we're going to go and use those nice little things that we have now. Over here, right? Yep. What we're going to do is that we're going to go over here. There should be... Isn't there... where the heck is it? Oh, there it is. And we're going to pray. You have conquered the shrines and claimed their spirit orbs. I can offer you great power. It appears you have claimed 4 spirit orbs. In exchange for 4 spirit orbs, I will amplify your being. So tell me what it is that you desire. And we desire heart containers. You wish for another heart container? Yes. I shall grant the power you seek. Doo-doo-doo. It appears you still possess spirit orbs. Yep. And heart container. Yes. And now we just smash. And get all of the heart containers that we need. Doo-doo. Mhm. Almost done. Mm-hmm. More hearts. I need them. Mm-hmm. Yes, I will. And there is the Master Sword. Right there. And let's pull.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
Who is that? Did I doze off again? Well, well. It's you. You finally decided to return. Better late than never. After 100 years, I'd nearly given up hope on seeing you again. Even my patience has limits, you know. That look on your face tells me that you have no recollection of me, however. I have watched over Hyrule since time immemorial. Many have referred to me over the ages as the Deku Tree. That is the weapon created by the ancient goddess. The sword that seals the darkness that only the chosen knight can wield against the Calamity Ganon. Believe it or not, it was actually you who wielded that sword 100 years ago. But I must warn you, to take extreme caution. The sword stands as a test to anyone who would dare attempt to possess it. As you are now, I cannot say whether you are worthy or not. If you sought to free the sword in any sort of weakened state, you would surely lose your life where you stand. Best of luck, young one.
If you hope to pull the sword from its resting place, you must use your true strength. Let's see whether or not you currently possess said power. The Hero's Sword, main quest. Well, we do. However, I think it's time that we get into our normal little garbs. And just because, let's remove. Remove. And let's remove. And let's pull out the sword, shall we? Let's do this.
Your master will come for you. Until then, you shall rest safely here. Although the slumber of restoration will most certainly deprive him of his memories, please trust me when I say that I know he will arrive before you yet again.
If I may be so bold, what is it that you are planning to do next, Princess?
The Master Sword. I heard it speak to me. It seems that my role is unfinished. There is still something I must do.
I sense there is great strength in your dedication.
Great Dekutri, I ask of you, when he returns, can you please relay this message? Tell him
Now then, words intended for him would sound much better in the tones of your voice, don't you think?
Yes.
Yeah. Memory time. And we finally got our Master Sword back.
What you just saw happened where you stand 100 years ago. After you were separated from the sword, the princess thought to bring it here, where she knew that it would be safe under my watch. She continues to fight, trapped deep within the confines of Hyrule Castle. Her heart cascades with faith that you will return. She has a smile like the sun. I would do much to feel its warmth upon me once again.
Yay! Master Sword. The blade has a name. It is the Master Sword. When used against Calamity Ganon or those tainted by his malice, it will become significant centrifuge with holy light. At, at much time, the true power of the sword will manifest, but be warned, do not rely too much on its power. If you wield it without need, its power will exhaust, and it will no longer be of use to you. Should this happen, you must wait for the sword to recover. It would be rash to rely on this sword alone to defeat Ganon. I suggest you free the divine beasts before facing him. Yeah, I am gonna go and do that. But first, we have to do the only warp that I allow in this whole run, and that is to go... Where is it? Zora's Domain... to Hanato Village. This is the only warp that I allow. Because now that we have 13 hearts, we have to get rid of them. And this game came up with a clever way to where you can still 3-heart run this game and still get the Master Sword. Chosen one. Okay. The hero called Link. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. Trial of the Sword is unlocked. So, what we want to do is that we want to come all the way over here, I believe, right? Yes. We want to come all the way over here. We do not want to get into combat at all, and we want to talk to the statue here. So there are some who still pay me homage. You can talk? You don't say. You can hear my voice, yes. Now, that is a surprise. What were you praying for? Long life? Wealth? Like so many of your kind? Whichever it was, you came to the right place. A dealer in life and power. That was me once. Alas, my life for money for bargains did not sit well with the goddess Hylia. She trapped me in this stone statue long, long ago. The villagers here call me the horn statue, and don't even bother to wipe away the bird droppings. One would think years upon years of such treatment would have made me mend my ways. One would think wrongly. I only been biding my time for the moment someone who can hear me appears, someone such as you. But I've said enough. Now then, shall we strike a bargain? Then stay that way. No further action on your part is required. Yep. My touch is as sublime as ever, or subtle as ever. Note how I took that essence from you without leaving a mark. Yep. And let's do it. Give it back. Did you think I'd deceive you? Perish the thought. I hope that ours will be a long and profitable relationship. So which will it be? As I may have mentioned once or twice, I'm a dealer in life and power. I can provide a valuable service to you. I take heart containers or stamina containers. Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm alright for right now. I'll take heart containers or stamina containers from you. And then for a price, return whichever of the two you like. I'm good for now. I think wise choice now. Remain still. I think we have to do this again. He'll give me back. You look skeptical. Do not worry. Money and life are all as one to me. If you're ready to bargain, then first you shall sell me either type of essence for 100 rupees. If you want to buy an essence back, the price rises to 120 rupees. Before you cry foul, know that you may choose which one I return to you, a heart container or a stamina vessel. I'm eager to help tamper with your essence anytime you want to return and pray here. Alright, and we want to do is you. But come to tamper your essence, yes. I'm currently without any of your essence. Are you in the mood to sell? Yes. Which type of essence would you surrender to me? A heart container. I will gladly pay you 100 rupees for one of your heart containers. Is that what you want? Yes. Then the bargain is struck. I wouldn't object if you want to give me more heart containers. Yes, please. Yep. And now we just take away our hearts. And we get a little bit of money from it. But this is how we can continue our 3-hour run and still have the Master Sword. I do like that they allow you to do this. And we just keep on giving him our heart containers. We got 2 more that we can give him. And last one. I do not see how you can reduce your heart containers any further. I have 10 of your essence so far. But now, I had enough. Then, what are you still doing here? Yep. And now we have the Master Sword and we have 3 hearts again. Again, this is the only time that I will be using a warp. And conveniently, the place that I want to go to is Zora's domain. So now all we have to do is to go over here. Yeah. And if you want to get a stamina upgrade, like we could transfer all of that to our stamina, it would cost you 120 rupees. So again, it's just like if you put way too much into stamina, you can make it to where you have heart containers to where you can get the Master Sword. But yeah. Alright. So upward and onward. The reason that we do this is that we don't get into any combat while we have 13 hearts, because otherwise that would be null and void of one of the rules of not breaking up any heart containers. And it also makes it to where we don't have to avoid any fights because of the 13 hearts. So it does not break any of the rules as long as we only use 1 warp. It's just convenient that I plan it around going to Zora's domain. Now, normally, what I would do is I would go the preferred way that you're supposed to go through Zora's domain, but we did a kind of oopsie, and I accidentally went to Zora's domain too early, and now Sidon is over there, so there's no reason for me to go through it normally, at least this 3-heart run, which is kind of another reason why I wanted to do another 3-heart run, because I want to play this game as it was meant to be played, which is going through the opening entrance to where we can see him and get a little bit... let me grab some cold protection. I do have a route in my head for next time, so that won't be an issue. So all we have to do is go over here. Like so. I didn't even know that you could get to Zora's domain the other way. I always thought that you had to go through there. We'll get to that when we get there. Why I thought that was impossible for me to do, but again, another thing to improve. Oh, there's another shrine that I didn't know about. Okay, that's near Zora's domain. Okay, I think I have a pretty good route. Because I'm pretty sure going down here does not... Oh, jeez. I think I'll have enough stamina. I better not chance it. I better not chance it. Because I think all the way down here, I don't think you're in what would be considered Zora's domain. Alright. If I go over this way, you can get over there without too much fuss. Let me equip a shield now. And I guess I might as well equip a bow as well. Seems like there's enemies over here. Come here. They stay frozen for quite some time. It's pretty nifty. Might as well pick up all of this. I thought that maybe one of them would actually have something good, but I guess not. Ow. I don't think this technically would be out of the way. Might as well. I'm definitely gonna have to do some testing to see if that actually does get him out of the way. That'll have to be on a 3-hour run that they don't put on YouTube though. Just because I want to test. Because that wouldn't even be a full 3-hour run. That would just be testing if I come over here, if he's over there. And that would be breaking one of my rules because I would warp. And if not, then this shrine would be part of my route. Oh my goodness. Okay. And what we do is that we go over this way. Do I have anything for stamina? Yes, yes I do. Good. This now I don't have to. Actually climb up this mountain, or the rain's definitely gonna be a problem. It seems like I can kind of get up here. It's not a steep mountain to where it's gonna be that much of a problem. I do have to worry about my climbing. Obviously, this is not the way that I would go normally. I would go the attendant way. But, well, we already kind of broke the way to get there, so... By accident, mind you. Okay. And I think... Yeah, I didn't mean to, like, look down. I meant to... Is there a way where I can get up there? Like, I'm trying to go this way, but it just keeps on, like, grabbing. I just swore I should be able to. Yes it is. Quite the hassle, actually. That's not too bad once you get to an area where you don't need it, but it can be quite the hassle. I'm gonna have to wait for Rivali's Gale to go. I thought for sure that I could, you know, do something here, but I guess not. Well, that teaches me something, I guess. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see a 4-heart run of Tears of the Kingdom after this. I've got a game that's going to take the spot for at least a little bit, but if you guys want to see a 4-heart run of Tears of the Kingdom, let me know, and I'll do that one after I'm done with a game that's going to be taking the spot. Because I am quite interested if people would actually be interested in that. Maybe. Why for? Because the game does not allow you to have 3 hearts at the beginning. I believe it messes with the story. I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it does. And you also... Maybe you still do a lot of damage, so not really. One extra heart, woohoo. Dude. Thank you. Yeah, I guess I have to do it this way. Much as I don't wanna. I decided to go on this side. This is probably not where I want to be. I think we're good on this side. I think it's actually the other side that I don't want to be on. If memory serves me correctly. In the slightest, yeah. The reason why it has to be a 4-heart run is for story purposes. You have to open like a door, and I don't know if not opening that door makes it to where you can't do the story. And even if there was like a workaround, it would just be easier to get all the abilities. So it just doesn't really sound like a good idea because you have to get like 4 shrines and whatnot. So again, that'd be the only reason. Did I make it where I can't get across? I mean, I got up here. Hmm. But that's the divine beast over there. I wish I could actually get over there, but I guess not. Hmm. I don't know if the divine... Well, I guess I could... I guess I could see if I can hopscotch around. I hate that, dude. Come on. Does I jump? Guess this is the way to do it. Again, this isn't the intended way. Huh. I don't think the rain's really being a problem because there's a mountain there. I think it's blocking the water. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going the right way because I think it's over this way. I have to go. Yep. It rains because Ruta, which is over there, is spraying water. It's the only place. Where it does that. Alright, I think we're in the clear now. Took a little bit longer, but eh. I believe I can also go and equip my nice little armor. Okay.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Where is this darn place? I'm going the wrong way. I need to go this way. At least now I can go there. At least I'm not going to be burdened with climbing. Because now I can just go across the mountaintop like a darn monkey and go over here. Had to go the roundabout way because Rivali's Gale, you only have 3 of them. Again, this isn't the intended way, but we made it. I think it took about as much time as it would have had I done it normally. More or less. Zora's domain again. Ah. It's like 2 parts ago we got here. So when you go into Zora's domain, Sidon will actually teleport right here, right? Yeah, we'll be right here. Or will teleport with his dad, I believe. And won't be where he's supposed to be. I thought that was him. That's not. He teleports to his dad. I thought that he was there, but no, he teleports here. So, yeah.
And who might you be? The Zora King is not accepting visitors at this time. I shall escort you out. Pardon my manners, but are you a Hylian? Why didn't you say so in the first place? Please, please, come in.
Huh. That was text I've never seen. So I guess that's one good thing about this. Ah, you're a Hylian, are you not? I am King Redunfin, ruler of the Zora. You did well to come all the way here. The object on your waist, is that not the Sheikah Slate? Now that I've gotten a good look at you, is it it is all too clear that who you are. You are the Hylian champion, Link. Do not tell me you have forgotten me. I cannot believe it. The Hylian champion, Link, has has appeared before us. We have met numerous times. I'll have you know. Ah, so so many memories. My mind is overflowing with nostalgia, my friend. I had heard a terrible rumor that you had fallen in combat, but it appears you managed to survive. Extraordinary. I've been sleeping. Come again? Sleeping, you say? Is that why you do not seem to remember me? But surely you must remember my precious daughter, Mifa. Yes? You do you not? Mifa who? I cannot believe it. Have you truly forgotten my dear Mifa as well? You and Mifa were so close, yea, you do not remember her? Young hero, please look upon the beautiful Zora domain. Do you see that statue? Does gazing upon Mifa's immortalized form still not jog your memory? Well, perhaps your memory will return in time. I dear hope so. Father, I do not believe discussing my sister is helping the matter at the moment. Link is still confused. Oh, yes, of course. Link, I doubt not that you have endured a great many trials. Still, I must ask you to hear my plea. Now then, hero, I must inform you that Zero's domain is in danger of vanishing because of divine bees Varuta. I shall do the courtesy of speaking bluntly. We alone cannot stop this beast. Will you lend us your strength? What? King Dorfenen, my liege, please do not speak so. To ask a Hylian for help, why? The very thought of it curls my fins. Zu, I expect more of you. How can you still protest? Muzu, how dare you speak so rudely to your king and his guest? This Hylian has has come to us in our most dire hour of need. That our paths have crossed is certainly the work of fate. He is the key to saving Zora's domain. I have no doubt in my mind. Indeed. Link is a champion through and through. As things now stand, Zero's domain. Nay, perhaps all of Hyrule is doomed to be swallowed by the sea. It is bigger than all of us, my friend. Zora and Hylian alike must put aside our differences and band together. Have you forgotten already, my king? We cannot trust these lowly Hylians. 100 years ago, they abused the power of the ancient civilization and turned Hyrule into what it is today. And that is not the least of it. It is their fault that Lady Mifa has lost or was lost to us. Link. Divine Bees Varuta has great power. It is the unique ability to turn an endless supply of water. Of late, it has begun mercilessly sprouting water into the air. As a result, this area has been plagued by heavy rains. For Azora, water and air are as one, so you would not think this would be quite so critical of a problem. Sadly, the rains have filled the eastern reservoir nearly to the point of flooding. If the reservoir bursts, as it soon will, I fear immense damage will befall not only Zora's domain, but also the area downstream of us. Their Hylian lives are in very grave danger. The divine beast is crying. the divine bees La Ruta. Your Princess Zelda often studied the divine beasts. That it is in the time before the Great Calamity. According to her research, the orbs located on Ruta's shoulders are mechanisms that can control the water it generates. However, they require electricity to work. These orbs are clearly out of control, not be or now because there is no electricity coursing through to stop them. Seeking, who is quite shock resistant for a Zora. One hit with a shock arrow sure enough. It slowed the water a bit. Unfortunately, as an aquatic race, we Zora are terribly vulnerable to the power of electricity. Perhaps because we could not safely strike it with enough electricity at once, the water soon returned to its full force. That is why I went in search of a Hylian who would help us, or who could help us. Link, I am certain you have already figured this out, but we need you to use shock arrows to get those orbs working properly again. I will aid you in any way I can. Of course, please, hero, I beg of you, help me stop Ruta's rampage of destruction. What? Princess Zelda herself instructed you to board the divine beast and appease it from within? So then, Princess Zelda is still alive? Yes, in Hyrule Castle. I do not believe it. She was alive this whole time, just as you were. The events of 100 years ago cannot be altered. It is true. But if we can regain control of the divine beasts, they may yet prove useful in sealing Calamity Ganon once and for all. I do not know you had such grand ambitions, Link. Wondrous, natural. I shall help to, or naturally, I shall help to. Once it has stopped rampaging, you can easily climb inside. Come, Link, let us appease Ruta together. I'm in. Let's do this. Thank you, Link. Truly, we are in your debt. Our goal is the same, and that means our meeting has nothing that means our meeting was nothing short of destiny. Now then, allow me to offer you this gift as a show of fate. And we get Zora's armor. So long as you wear this, you can ascend waterfalls, just like a Zora. Please, take good care of it. King the front. Surely you do not really intend to give this outsider the Zora armor? Countless generations of Zora princesses have gifted that armor to the one they have sworn to marry. Princess Mifa made that one there with her own hands. It is far too important to entrust to a shady Hylian. He may be a champion, but Mifa had no such relationship with him. So why should he receive such an honor? This is just too much. That Mizu is not easily swayed once his mind is set. You must understand, he was in charge of educating my dear daughter, Mifa. Naturally, she means a lot to him, just as she means the world to us. Ever since we lost her to the calamity, he has grown to despise Hylians. I hope you can forgive his rudeness. What should we do now? I tasked Mizu with finding the shock arrows. We will need to appease Varuta. But now he has rushed off in a huff. Link, do not let his words concern you. I will work this out with Mizu. I shall return shortly. It's no big deal. Sidon, I suppose that means you are going to tell him. Link, Mizu is most likely at the square down below. Would you mind going down there? I would like you to try to speak with him. Sidon was looking for a Hylian to bring to Zora's domain. And now you have come, as if led by something. Yep. Well, at least I got a little bit of different text I've never seen before. Alright. And let's equip the Zora's domain. I have no idea. I have no idea. Maybe he... Maybe that's just him being big. That, or maybe he's drowned his sorrows after losing his daughter with food. That could be it too. And let's talk. You came all the way here, but it was in vain. I have no desire to speak with you. Listen well, Mizu. There is something you need to know. He who stands here, the man called Link, is the one whom my sister, Mifa, had feelings for. I was only a child then, so I did not know it myself at the time, but it is so. I grew up hearing my father tell stories, some of which were about my sister's undying love for a Hylian named Link. What? No. You can't fool me with such a plausible lie. Not this, Zora. How could Lady Mifa possibly have feelings for a Hylian like him? The facts are clear. He remembers nothing, even when he looks upon Princess Mifa's statue. It is true, or it is the truth, Mizu. Though you heard, or though you never knew it, he was ever in Mifa's heart.
I was thinking. This reminds me of the time we first met. You were just a reckless child. Always getting yourself hurt at every turn. Every time, I would heal you, just as I'm doing right now. I thought it was funny how, being a Hylian, you looked grown up so much faster than I did. I was always willing to heal your wounds, even back then. So if this Calamity Ganon does in fact return, what can we really do? We just don't seem to know much about what we'll be up against. But know this, that no matter how difficult this battle might get, if anyone ever tries to do you harm, then I will heal you. No matter when or how bad the wound, I hope you know that I will always protect you. Once this whole thing is over, maybe things can go back to how they used to be when we were young. You know, perhaps we could spend some time together.
That was a touching memory. What is the matter, Link? Are you unwell? Huh? Or you are quivering like a hatchling. Whatever is the matter? Mifa, I remember. What? Do not mistake me for a fool, Hylian. There is no way you remember her just now when it is most convenient. In any case, without any solid proof, I cannot possibly take you at your word. If you have any such proof, now is the time to show it. Do so, and I shall tell you how to get those shock arrows. Yes, as well as anything else you wish to know. Have you not truly figured it out yet? Simply take a closer look at what Link is wearing.
Huh?
Hmm? You really think changing your clothes is going to make me? Eh? What in the? That is the Zora armor from before. Lady Mifa made that by hand, and yet it fits you perfectly. What is the meaning of this? Now you understand, do you not? Now you know who her heart belongs to, and who she made the special armor for. The fact of the fact that this armor fits Link perfectly should be proof enough that Mifa made it for him and him alone. You have always disliked Hylians, even before the Great Calamity. That is why Mifa never told you. Now that you know, you must promise to help him save all of us, Mizu. Please, tell us where we can find the shock arrows we need. Knowing you, I bet you have already figured it out. I never would have imagined she would make that special armor for one such as he. I do not approve of asking for help from a Hylian, but I suppose it is our only option at this point. I am a proud Zora. That means I must take responsibility for my unwarranted behavior towards you. As promised, I shall tell you where you can collect as many shock arrows as you will need. That tall mountain over yonder is it is called Palmas Mountain, and there you will also find Scatterback Point. A terrifying creature has made its home up there. This awful beast shoots a volley after volley of shock arrows. Even a single one could be fatal to a Zora. Aha! You must mean that Lionel. He is a man beast, that one. That beast does not does intend, or that beast does indeed wield shock arrows. That is certainly one way to collect them quickly. He is vicious, to be sure, but I'm certain Link will rise to the challenge. In order to appease the divine beast, I estimate that you will need at least 20 shock arrows. Do you think you can gather that many? Why do you doubt him, Mizu? I have no doubt he will be triumphant. Okay, Link, let's get moving. The fastest way to Palm Mountain is to ascend the waterfall east of the domain. The Zora armor should come in handy. Just swim up the water basin and then go up to the waterfall from there. I'll be waiting at the east reservoir lake, right by the divine beast. Gather at least 20 shock arrows, and then come join me. I'm on it. Wonderful. Together we shall stop that divine beast's onslaught. Probably not in this part, but I think we can at least get the shock arrows at least. Alright. So what we want to do is we want to go up over here. Okay, that's the waterfall that we want to go to. Over there. Alright. So what we do is we go up here and we go over this way. We glide all the way over here. And swim upwards. I think it's better if I... I restore my stamina and go over this way because I don't want to take any damage. Let's go. Now we do have enemies up here. Oh, he did not spot me. That is good. If he does spot me with a exclamation mark, obviously I have to do battle with him. But I think we're in the clear. These guys can be pretty terrifying. We weren't able to see how terrifying they can be, but they are pretty terrifying because you being around water, they will actually have shock arrows. They will not drop shock arrows, mind you, but they will be shooting them themselves. And we need to go up to this mountain, which doesn't take too much time. And we want to go up this way. And shock arrow. That's our first shock arrow. And now Lionels They can hear from a pretty good distance, so you do not want to be near them. You do not want to run. You want to do it very silently, unless you want to do battle with this Lionel. You want to make sure that he is nowhere near you. Because they can hear from a very long range. A lot longer than what you would think, at least. We gotta be very careful. He's all the way over there, so... They are very, very ferocious. And trust me when I say you do not want to deal with them. Okay. How many shock arrows do we have? We have 8. We need 20. I think I might be able to get enough. Maybe. That was 12. Two. I think there's 3 up here, or maybe there's 4 up here. Okay, it seems like there's 4 up here. How many more shock arrows do I need? I need 3 more. Okay. I'm gonna wait. In fact, I'm going to take out my camera. When he gets into view, I'm going to take a picture of him. Okay. And I'm gonna wait until he goes over there. Do 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 do. Enemies under ice? I have no idea. Again, this enemy can hear you from a long distance. So even though that you think that you're safe here, you are not. And trust me, you do not want to fight this Lionel far away. Okay, there's a... Pull out our camera. Okay, there's 2 shock arrows there. Actually, is that 3 of them? Might be 3 of them. There's 3 of them. Oh, that's only 2. I need 1 more. I think there's 1 over here. Right? Yep. One right there. Alright. Cool. Now all I gotta do is go back here and we can do some damage. And I'm not gonna climb the top of that because, again, do not want to fight a Lionel. Let's see here. And he's gonna be ready right over here. Now you can purchase shock arrows at the Deku Tree. You can purchase them. I don't know if you're gonna have enough to be able to not go up there, but you can try to make it to where you don't have to go up there. I might do that the next 3-hour run. I might make it to where I don't have to search for too many, because the game all it searches is do you have 20, and if you do have 20, you're able to do this. We're not gonna have enough time to do the Divine Beast in this part, so yeah. I'll just make it to where we'll get to Gerudo Valley probably in the next part, or start heading that way. But yeah. And what do you mean by under ice? Like, do you mean by the by my power of the actually, you know what we could do? Let's go get the Zora armor. Now that I think about, we can at least go and get that real quick. We can go and get that real quick. And I'll fill out the part, because I think getting the Zora armor is actually really, really nice to get. Nope. No stamina upgrades. The shrines are specifically only to get the Master Sword. I have no idea if you can do that to enemies. I would assume you can. I've never tried it myself. But I don't think you can do that. Because like they have to be like they have to be in a body of water. You can't just have ice pillars just wherever you please. We were talking about like, if you were talking about my ice arrows, yeah, I can freeze them there. But Octoroks, I don't know if you can do the Octorok balloon there. You might be able to. This is the right place? This might not be the right place. If it is, it's over here. Okay. And we go into here, and we get the Zora's helm. Well, I mean, I guess technically you might be able to rise them up, but I don't know if you could actually get the ice block to drop on top of them, which I'm assuming is what you want me to do. It's a interesting idea. I've never tried it. I don't know if you can or not. Well, in like little puddles, yeah, you can, but the game doesn't really like it has to be a certain amount of water like in a puddle in order for it to even count towards that. So also, if you grab a like this shock arrow here, it will count, or it will count to your total. So what we want to do is that we want to go over here. Hello there, miss. Good morning, Link. I'm sorry to ask this of you. When you are busy dealing with the divine beast, but I'm afraid this is a task that only you can accomplish. There is a red-maned monster called a Lionel that lives on Palmas Mountain. I really need a picture of a Lionel. It can be a picture of any red-maned Lionel, not just the one on the mountain. Wow, that's good to know. So what do you say? Can you get me a picture of a Lionel? Understood. I'm glad that that was settled so quickly. See, there is a fool in the domain who knocks people into jumping off of a scatterback point on Pumice Mountain. It is incredibly dangerous jump, and this guy pressures people into jumping off by questioning their courage. He is a real bottom feeder. If this keeps up, someone is surely going to wind up horribly injured. I need a picture of a Lionel to show everyone how scared they are, or scary they are. That way, maybe people will stop going up there. Uh, but does that answer your question, Link? I'll leave the details to you. Just bring me a picture of a Lionel so I can describe them in a terrible detail. Thank you. I already have that. Oh, Link, how is the Lionel mission coming along? I have your picture. Wow, please show me. Oh, wow. Not very good. What? My apologies. That sound was not very dignified, was it? But pardon me. I'm all better now. That Lionel, that Lionel, how terrifying. One look at this, and I doubt anyone would get any reckless idea about visiting Palmas Mountain. Thank you. I'll to tell the children of the domain about this. Maybe they will, or maybe that will scare them away from the mountain. Oh, right. Now, as your reward. And we got the Zora's Griefs. These Zora Griefs were once made by skilled craftsmen by order of an ancient Zora king. Now they're they're fairly common. As you may know, East Ravine Lake was created in a collaboration between Hylians and the Zora. After Eastern Ravine Lake is finished, we made the Zora Greaves as a token of friendship for Hylians uh, who came to visit. But over time, the number of Hylians visiting the domain dwindled, and my father had to close his armor shop. These Zora Greaves here were the last pair left in the stock room when he closed up shop. Wearing these, even a Hylian could swim as well as a Zora. That said, these would be wasted on me. They are only useful for a Hylian like you. Please take good care of them. Oh, I intend to. Lionel Safari. Alright. Probably to, like, maybe block their aim or maybe their view, sure, but I doubt that it would do damage or something like that. It could definitely be used for a multitude of stuff. Like I could see you using it as a platform if you want to hit the enemy with like a lot of arrows. You can do that, which is pretty nice. Alright, let's get back up here and we'll call this a part. I ended it almost a little bit too soon. Because I think that as Mifa crafted us Zora armor, that being the torso, that we should be in our full kit. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, and thank you for watching.